Hi there, this is Kevin with another quick Sizzy tip. For this tip, I'm going to be showing you a feature that just landed in Sizzy. So you need to update your Sizzy to use this feature, but it's pretty cool. Let's look at it. So this feature is called the API inspector. So if you're working in web development, there are times maybe you're building like a single page application, you need to integrate with a third-party API or even test the API you've built out yourself or a team in your organization or the backend team. So to do this, you normally would do something like open up Postman in order to test up those requests. But if you're already using Sizzy, you don't need to do that anymore because Sizzy now comes with an API inspector, which is pretty good. So let me show you. So if your Sizzy is updated, you could go to the debugging panel, which is right here, and you could see the API inspector in there. You click on it, and you have the API inspector, which is like a panel in Sizzy that lets you inspect APIs. You test the APIs, see if they're returning the data you expect, or if any other thing is needed. So let's quickly test out an API. So I work on Salescast. So Salescast do have an API, and there's a route endpoint there that returns the courses for Salescast, right? So let's see how we could use the Sizzy API inspector to inspect that endpoint. With me? So let's do that. So we're just going to click on add request. Just going to call it demo. So here I'm just going to do API salescast.com/v1 get the courses, not courses. All right. If I hit enter now, it's going to try to get those courses, right? So you could see we have the response. So I like this because Sizzy do make everything kind of easy. So you go to see the response, the time it took for the API to send back the response, and the data it's sent back. See whether it's formatted, you want it structured or unstructured. So this is just JSON. So you could see that this API, we sent a bad request because it did bring back a standard response code of 400. Bad request, will fix that in a bit. So let's see what it said. It said skip is required but not to give in limit. So this is like a paginated API. So it's telling you that these values are required, but I did not provide them. So this feedback is pretty good and useful, and it's even way more better that you're doing it in an app you're already using to test and build your website. So let's fix that. So I'm going to append this as query string. I'm going to say skip. Don't skip anything, and let the limit be 10. Okay, just 10. I don't think we have that much, but that would do. So then again, it's going to rerun, and voila, we get a success response like 200. Okay, how cool is that? So let's inspect this. If you go to unstructured, you get to see the raw JSON, and there you have it. So this I find is pretty useful, right? So you could even save up the requests like we just did here, have much more requests, and you could have that for your project, and you could just go there. You could do a post request, put delete patch options head. So you could even add a body if your request needs a body. You can make it a plain JSON GraphQL. So you could do testing on both REST-based API, like the API we just tested. It's a REST-based API, but you could also do that with GraphQL if your backend is a GraphQL-based backend. So this is useful. You could send multi-pass requests, and you could also send form values, and you could also send headers in there. This is pretty useful. So I think this would open up Sizzy to more use cases in terms of you having like a complete suite of features in a single app that will make your web development pretty easy. So the API inspector is really brand new, and I like it already. I already see it taking the place of testing APIs, like quickly testing APIs in like Postman. So I might reach for Postman if I want to like document my APIs and stuff. But if it comes down to just testing APIs, Sizzy got you covered with this API inspector. So yeah, that's it. The quick Sizzy for today. Use the API inspector to inspect your third-party APIs or the APIs you're consuming in your apps.